afternoon, good evening. It's another edition of Let's Talk. I am Odunwayo Adedere, and with me in the studio this afternoon,
I'm Ambassador Rochimlorilua. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching WYTV.
We are on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook, on YouTube, on X account, on Instagram, on TikTok, at Wisdom Yard Online TV. You can bring in your adverts. You can as well be a sponsor for any of the programs showing on WYTV. We want to appreciate our sponsor, Nokpa Herbals. Nokpa Herbals deals with Nokpa Herbal mixture, Herbal Co, Herbal tonic, Herbal bitters, Herbal flusher powder, Herbal energy powder. Whichever you need, you can send a DM or call the number 0701010854. Remember to adorn your health with herbals, because health is wealth. This is Let's Talk Show, where we talk about anything. We talk about politics, we talk about entertainment, education, what will actually help you in your day-to-day activities. So today's own is not going to be an exemption. And concerning what is actually happening in Nigeria, we know Nigeria now, it is not for the weak. If we are to put it like that, only the strong can actually survive in Nigeria presently. Even
the strong are getting weaker every day.
So I will just urge everyone out there to keep on going stronger and stronger. Don't be tired, don't be worried. I trust that one day we are going to get to that limelight, because for every tunnel you pass through, there is always a light at the end of it. Today's topic is I'm kind of skeptical about it, because this the #1 citizen of the country that actually admits to it that there is actually hardship in the country.
#1 citizen.
It's a hardship in Nigeria, says TINUBU.
Says TINUBU. When you talk of the hardship in the country presently now, let me tell you this. With the way and the policy of this federal government, with what I'm saying, it was like the president of the country willingly injecting poverty into the system of the Nigerians. In the sense that when you look at what is going on, for instance now, if there is hardship in the land, when you say you are bringing a renewed hope, you want to reform the whole Nigeria, you want a better Nigeria, you want a better future for our unborn children, likewise we that are still living presently in Nigeria. Now, the first announcement when he came on board, without even picking any of his executive to come to the round table and see how they are going to cushion the effect, was fuel subsidy is gone. That was when the whole country went in disarray. Then when you look at what is going on, when fuel subsidy is gone, Adelabu in Ibadan was elected as the Minister for Power. Electricity. Minister for Power. He came with his own agenda that if truly Nigeria wants to enjoy 24 hours electricity without interrupted, which means the electricity tariff has to be increased. They hike the electricity tariff, no problem. If Nigeria too want to enjoy free education, the only thing they could do is to hike the school fees. Do we have access? Do the common man have access to education now? When you look at all these put together, you will know willingly from the bottom of the heart. What they want was that when their children, that they might have used the money that has been embezzled in Nigeria, they are to train up their children, sending them schools in abroad. When they eventually comes back to the country, they will still be our leader, then we still run after them as a political master. With what I'm saying. Okay.
You came in with TINUBU speech on the 29th of May 2023 when he told Nigerians that fuel subsidy is gone. I think somebody was saying, if we were to look at those that that contributed to the problem of Nigeria, I think Obi and Atiku should be arrested. Yeah, why?
Because they were the ones. They are talking. I understand where you are going. Let me tell you this. If Obi and you see, let me use that language that the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is a copycat. Yes, let me use that language, because when Obi and Atiku were campaigning, what they said was that they are going to remove fuel subsidy, which Asiwaju Bola Ahmed never mentioned in his campaign agenda. After Obi might have mentioned it and Atiku, the first thing you see, taking away fuel subsidy is not really the issue.
It's not the problem.
It's not the problem. There are ways.
The measures.
There are many ways to kill out without shedding blood. There are many ways you can kill a fowl without shedding the blood of the fowl. So for him to have come without picking the executive, I believe the visibility study should be done properly. His background checkup should be done properly. If this first subsidy is gone, what do we do? At least to not put Nigeria in disarray. What do we do that the common man can even think of putting food on the table? Now, when you go to the northern part of the country, I saw a video that went viral almost 3 months ago. Okay. where some of the almajiris were lined up. They, in fact, I counted to 800 plus.
Why?
Then I could not
in
count.
The video.
In the video, waiting for a rich man to share them food.
Okay.
This same set of people that don't have access to education. Are you telling me when these children grew up, what was the orientation that was given to the children was that education is a scam? That's Boko Haram. So when this set of children grew up now, if they were being invited by all these Boko Haram, they will be brainwashed. At the end of the day, they will believe by killing their fellow human being is also a reward to them when they get to heaven.
My own is when Obi and Atiku came out then and said that once they emerge as the president of Nigeria, they are going to remove fuel subsidy. For every of what they said during the campaign, they have an alternative. They have measures put in place. But according to what you said, sorry to use the word copycat, TINUBU just felt since the first person said, we'll remove fuel subsidy, the second person said, if I say I'll remove fuel subsidy and I remove it, then definitely they know I'm actually working. That is what how I actually feel about what TINUBU did. But now he is coming out to admit that really there is hardship in the country.
Let me tell you this, TINUBU is a chameleon. I'm sorry to have used that language. If it's not a chameleon, do you know how long people have been shouting, crying on social media that there's hardship in the land? TINUBU turned their fear as if nothing was going on.
But finally,
not until when Abdul Salam, the former head of state, came out. Because they believe those set of people are one of those people that whenever they speak, they are speaking nothing but the whole truth. They believe they're an average Nigerian that is coming on social media to talk whatever they want to talk. It was just a mere joke. And when you look at what Abdul Salam said, it's a pity, and in fact, I believe the children of Abdul Salam would have been ashamed of their father when they were both invited to the Aso Rock to ask about the policy of TINUBU, the effect on the Nigerians. Why would they go to the extent of saying, oh, you are really working?
Because then he was really working.
Goodluck Jonathan was there.
Yeah, he did.
Goodluck Jonathan, I didn't expect him to say he's not working because he was one of those people that when he was there, when he removed the subsidy.
That is where we have the problem.
was one of those people that came out, the same set of man that benefited from protests. Now, it was one of those people that
nothing would have happened if he said they are not working.
Let me tell you this. If Jonathan comes out to say, TINUBU, you are not working, they will say, they're going to tell Jonathan directly because he's not from their party. That's why Jonathan said he's not.
He should have said it and cleared his conscience.
He might have come out and let them know that they might have come out and say because Jonathan is on the other side of the party. That is why he's coming out. Probably because TINUBU antagonized him when he was there. That is the reason why Jonathan is coming out.
Definitely, all of them are birds of the same feather.
A single tree cannot make a forest.
If he had said that TINUBU's policy is actually affecting the Nigerians, then definitely everybody would know that it's actually different amongst them.
Do you know that a river cannot flow through the forest without bringing down trees?
If he had said that his policy is not actually working for Nigeria, I know Nigerians will come out to say, yes, this is the main reason why we respect this man.
Let me tell you
but
this.
He actually follows the car. I'm sorry, sir. He did, if you cannot beat them, then you join them. That was what he did.
Out of 15 people that was present, let me use that language. Out of 15 people that were present in that meeting, a single person came out to say no, and the rest of the 14 came out and say, you are working. What do you expect them to say?
Definitely, it's the same thing with them.
Antagonizing
he should have antagonized them.
Jonathan is a man of the people and knows well and understands politics. He even understands politics more than TINUBU. TINUBU might have been in the system for the past 30 years, according to what he said, but he doesn't understand politics. The only politics he understands was to take domain over the whole country. That's the politics he understands. What he did in the face of Lagos that took the whole Lagos state in his pocket. That is exactly what he was trying to do in the face of the country.
Do you know he would have earned more respect if he had gone against what's happened?
You have more respect in the presence of those people that feel. Let me tell you this.
We all know who Jonathan is.
If Jonathan comes out, even most of his party members would have said, Jonathan, you are wrong by saying this. You would have cajoled this set of people, let them know that you let them know, you pretend as if everything is working chill. This set of people are going to fall to pieces. Then they will now come out and say, this is what Jonathan did the last time when you people came out.
Then he should have said.
If I'm the one, I would have let them know. You know, Obasanjo was absent in the meeting.
Yeah.
Babangida was absent in the meeting, and you know Obasanjo. When Jonathan was coming in, when Muhammadu Buhari was coming in,
Okay.
the canvassers with Obasanjo, Obasanjo said publicly he cheered
The ticket.
Not the ticket.
Party ticket.
The party passport of the PDP. When Buhari came on board, he saw some insensibility in the...
That was when he left the PDP.
Then,
that is the party's card.
Yes, he now came out and said, this your policy is wrong. They had to antagonize him again. He's always a man that speaks nothing but the truth because he's a military man.
Do you know I actually respect Obasanjo for what he did?
I respected him too.
He did not go because he knows if he went ahead to attend the meeting, he is going to say the truth.
When you look at Obasanjo party system, you will know that Obasanjo is not on his side. If an Hausa man is there, if you are doing things that the country is that pleases the country, Obasanjo will tell you you are the right part. If a Yoruba man is there, if he's not doing the right thing, Obasanjo will not, because he's a Yoruba man, he will come out and tell you what you are doing is wrong.
That is where I'm going. I am saying, I love the fact that when they called for the meeting, Obasanjo decided to stay back. Because he knows if he attended...
It's not a matter of staying back.
If he attended the meeting,
from the bottom of his heart, he doesn't want to attend the meeting because of all the letters that he has been writing to
Asiwaju,
which Asiwaju refused to acknowledge him. Probably Asiwaju might have think, okay, Baba, it's now my turn. When you were there, do you know what you did to me when I was in Lagos State? That's exactly what I believe Asiwaju is doing. And if Asiwaju is bouncing back on his political masters, or Obasanjo if TINUBU is bouncing back on his political master or bouncing back on the wealthy people of this country, let him not forget that where two elephants fight is the grass that will suffer the consequence.
To me,
when life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa will always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Herbal Mixture, your family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa will always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Herbal Mixture, your family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa will always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Herbal Mixture, your family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of
welcome
power.
back from that short commercial break. Like I was saying before the short commercial break, I said I would have loved it if Goodluck Jonathan had not attended than attending and not saying the truth.
Let me tell you this. That's your own personal opinion. My own personal opinion was that I love the fact that Jonathan said, carry on. Now, within the midst of those people, let me tell you this. Within the midst of those people that was there that very day, an ex-military personnel who was an ex-president of the country now came out and said, the hardship in the land
how many weeks after the meeting?
Unbearable. It might be 2 weeks, it might be 3 weeks. I don't really care. But thank God Absalam, who was one of those people, who was one of the board of peacemaking, came out to say categorically, now the president is coming out. Is it now that the president is coming out, if the president is not a chameleon? Is it now that the president is coming out to say there is hardship in the land if the president is not a copycat? Because all what the whole country relies on, all what normally comes about the price of foods or commodity or the price of whatsoever we are buying in the market relies on the PMX. It depends on the amount of money or the amount of price you buy the PMX that determines what you are going to sell in the market. These are some of those things that the president needs to look into in the first instance. But because, let me tell you this, before, when you look at somebody's policy, you might have known the kind of person that person is going to be.
So now...
Coming out the first time to say, fuel subsidy is gone. No board of members, no commissioners, no, what can I call it?
Minister,
no minister, nothing. For you to have announced, it is wrong in the face of the country and it is wrong to the constitution of the country.
Now, Nigeria, Africa's most populous country, faces numerous challenges that contribute to widespread hardship. Some of the key issues include, we have the economic instability. That's Nigeria's economy is heavily dependent on oil exports, making it vulnerable to fluctuations in global oil prices. But now that the major thing that we rely on, which is the oil, is now the major thing that is giving us the problem, do you think our economy can be stable?
Well,
no.
Which what we are saying, I don't know if those people that the ex-president comes together and talk to the man, and if the president is ready to listen to their complaints. Which what we are saying now, I don't believe the economy can be stable. The man said, the president said he's going to build a better future. For good 1 year, we kept on complaining. When they came on board, 2 months after, when the first subsidy is gone, when we were paying subsidy, some set of people, some set of the ex-president are still running the country fine, which everybody normally goes with his daily activities without complaint. Now, when the man came, your country was in disarray. 2 months after, he said there was 1 trillion naira that was saved from the money of that was supposed to be paid for the first subsidy. What do they use that 1 trillion naira for? Now, he promised that by December 2023, that one of our refineries, even if it wasn't true,
we know
at
the
least
number of time it was
one will function, one will be working. To the extent in which what he has done, the policy he has taken, there is going to be a cushion in the face of the country. Now, we are talking of December 2023. We are almost at the...
This is September.
This is September, almost at the end of the year 2024. Nothing is working. Bill Gates came to Nigeria almost 2-3 weeks ago and said, with what is seen in the economy of Nigeria is stagnant, Nigeria is not moving forward. I think it was one of the Nigerians that came from abroad or that make a live broadcast from the United States of America to say, okay, with what they are saying, Nigeria is not moving forward. It would have been played on a watch list that the man or the woman that made the broadcast is wanted.
Another one thing that is actually facing Nigeria now is corruption. So widespread corruption diverts resources, hinders development, and exacerbates poverty. The
man is not ready to fight corruption. If he's ready to fight corruption, I believe a leader must live by an example. Okay. Look at what happened in Burkina Faso. I use it as a case study. Let me tell you this. When Buhari came in, Brian Lai Mohammed, who was from Kwara,
I love his name now. I love his name.
Lai Mohammed.
It's a reflection of his...
For the first year, what was he saying? For good to the first year, the second year, the third year, he kept on blaming the past government based on what they have done, based on how they have looted the country's wealth, the country's... you understand what I'm saying? Now, the question is, all the money that was being retrieved by President Muhammadu Buhari, what did they use the money for? They've shared the money.
No account.
No account for that. So Lai Mohammed kept on blaming the past government. For good 8 years, there was always a blame on the past people that govern the affairs of the Nigeria. They didn't blame the military. They didn't blame Abacha. Abacha looted that was sent back to Nigeria. What did they use the money for? They shared the money. Now look at Traoré. Do you know how many years Burkina Faso has been existing that has been governed by the civilian rule? When Traoré came in, a young guy that is not up to 40, automatically when you look at the brain of these old cargo that are ruining the affairs of this country, they have nothing in their brain to offer. I'm sorry to have used that language. When you look at Traoré, a young and vibrant guy who was from the military personnel, took over. Within the first 2 months, the whole country all felt the presence of the president in the country. When he came in, those money that has been set aside to go and purchase Sonji for all their senators, for their honorable members, the money was used. He had to go and use the money to buy tractors. He purchased a tractor and started giving it to all the farmers free of charge. When Obasanjo came in, Obasanjo said he inherited a bleeding Nigeria.
Bleeding Nigeria.
A bleeding Nigeria. Nigeria is bleeding. When Obasanjo came in, TINUBU came in. According to what he said, okay, for instance now, will I come out and say, okay, my father died though, tell the whole family, oh, my father died, oh, nothing was left in my father's account, oh, I inherit debt from my father's account, oh, even the bank has written a letter to me, oh, that my father's house is going to be it's going to be seized, or all this and that, so please, so come and give me money, let me bury my father. The whole family went around. They run etasketa, okay, how are we going to bury this man, all this and that. They thought this man has money. The son is coming out to say, okay, the man, they have money. At the end of the day, they gathered the money, I buried my father. A month after, I went and purchased Sun Jeep.
Yes, Khalid.
Sun Jeep of 170 million.
And you say you have money.
I say I inherit.
The bleeding Nigeria.
The bleeding family. The following month, I went ahead and purchased a yacht. The third month, they had that I bought a house in Lekki. The fourth month, they had that I bought a house in Banana Island, worth of 450 trillion. Where did I get the money from?
It's my personal money.
It's my personal money. If I have that personal money, would I be calling them to come and
the wife of the first lady said, the wife of the president said when they came back, we don't need the money, we have our own money.
If truly they don't need the money, I said, let me tell you this, a leader must always lead by example. When you look at our, the first thing that the first announcement was that, okay, the presidential salary should not be given to him.
Why?
That the salary that he was collecting, according to the rank where he was in the military, should be paid. For instance, now if he's a sergeant, you know there are some certain amount of money where you pay for a sergeant. It's different from the one of the
Lance Corporal.
Lance Corporal is different from one of the inspector. So, due to his rank in the military personnel, that's the amount of salary that you should be paying to him. Don't give me the presidential salary, because he's ready to clean to wipe up the tears of the people. And what he did was that, within the midst of those people that are governing the affairs of that country, Burkina Faso, he had to deduct from their salary and increase the salary of the workers.
That is why there are two different people.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, when you look at this set of people in Nigeria, most especially Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when the NLC was fighting for 250,000 as a 600 plus for the minimum wage, he had to call them here. Do you know how long they went to that meeting? That the minute the meeting went in Desiree, there was no solid agreement before they could come to an agreement with the president, and the president said, okay, don't worry, I'm ready to offer you 75,000 naira. I told you in one of our programs that even if the president has set up paying that 750,000 naira, what the policy that the president is going to bring, that is going to come up, will be a policy that when after collecting that money, you see that nothing is left at the end of the month. You still have to pay some debt. Now, when Traoré came in, he increased the salary of the workers. Nigerian workers, NLC have been shouting, okay, we need the increment in our salary based on the hardship in the land, based on the hardship in the salary was not implemented. But the president could think willingly from the bottom of his heart to give 300% pay rise to the judges. Those set of people that they believe they are, whenever there is a court case, okay, I was the one that won the election, you won the election, that was when there was a controversy in the announcement of the winner of the election. They are the set of people that they are going to take their fight to. So the same person that appointed him to that post, I saw a video of Oni of Ife when he was talking to the EFCC chairman, he said, you said you are going to fight corruption. Fight who? The same set of people that brought you into that post, you said you want to fight them. I will be at Ife, pray for you. I will pray for you and fast for you. He said, we are tired of talking. You senators, you left those youth with the others. To be talking to them, that is tired of talking. Something has to be done. Gbajabi Amila was there.
Femi
Gbajabi Amila was there. Forgetting that some set of people are somewhere. Look at the video that went viral. Thank God that is coming out. One of the tout in Mushi that was being whipping when I was being beaten when he wanted to go and get a fuel inside his car. And he said he was one of those people that has been going from one polling unit to another to go and whip those people that want to refuse to vote for Tinubu. So
Nigeria is actually facing a lot, and another challenges that contribute to the widespread hardship. We have the insecurity, we have the infrastructure deficits, we have unemployment, poverty, inflation, healthcare challenges, education challenges, environmental degradation, and many more that are actually facing Nigeria. And I just want to believe that one day Nigeria will come to the limelight. We will break free from all this. Since the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has admitted that indeed there is hardship in the country, I want to believe that solution would
you say admitted from the bottom of his heart, just coming out
regardless of whichever
the same
admission.
president that says he is not into social media, that he doesn't go to social media because he doesn't want to get an attention, but the day he fell on the Eagle Scare, that day that they were celebrating the Democracy Day, he came out the following day that he saw it on social media, that it was all over the social media that he dobaled for democracy.
Sir, regardless of the admission, whether wholeheartedly, whether he admits it with his lip or whatever, I just want to believe that there's going to be change for him coming out to say there's actually hardship in the country. All right, I've come to the end of Let's Talk Today. That is for this week. Till we come again on your screen. Thank you, Ambassador Rila
Thanks for having me.
And thanks to Nokpa Abbas for being the sponsor of this show. Till we come again on your screen next week, I remain my humble self, Odunwayo Adeliri. Do well to enjoy your weekend. Bye for now.